Welcome to Brixbull Smart Chat Bot. In this video, I'm going to take you through all the different kinds of settings to get you started properly so you understand each and every element. So let's get to it right away. Once you've created your workspace and registered, you will come to a similar overview from where you can basically start and building chatbots, but also to manage your own workspace and profile settings. So on the left-hand side, you will have all the different kinds of menu items belonging to the workspace itself. Then you will be able to either create an only channel chatbot from here. You will be able to connect multiple channels and manage them all by a single chatbot, or you can go with any of the separate individual channels instead. If you so prefer, then below the channels, you will have the advanced analytics section where you will have access to the total number of bot users inside your workspace. It's a new bot users overview, the active bot users and the average daily active part users. You will also have a nice graphic, as you can see here, and you can choose between the different kinds of topics. If you so wish, you can also download this entire section as an SVG, a PNG, or CSV file, and below that you will have some more analytics available to you. Soon as more people enter your chatbot, these analytics will build basically inside of real time to get. You started quickly. We also have a template store, and inside this template store, you will be able to quickly access any of these available templates inside this template store. You will be able to just install them with just a press of a button on the available channels, and you can just go through each individual page, how many there are. If there is a template with a subflow section on top of it, this means it can be installed onto any channel. In this case, you can see that it's been created on a mini channel, but if you install the template, it should be able to be installed on every single channel available. Do note that you might need to change certain specific features inside of this template to match the limitations and restrictions of that specific channel you want to install this template on. If we go towards the integration section, we have these integrations. First of all, you have phone numbers, and you can connect your phone numbers through the providers that you see currently on screen, and these will be Twilio, Signal, Wire 360, Dialog, WA Team, and Message Media. You will also see which channels that each individual provider supports. So Twilio supports the voice bot, the SMS bot, and the WhatsApp bot. While Signal Wire just focuses on voice and SMS, Telnix focus on SMS bot. 360 Dialog will focus on WhatsApp bot. The same goes for WABA, and Message Media will focus on SMS bot. Only so you can configure these to your own liking, configure them towards entering them and connecting them to your account. You can also connect towards one Stripe account and one PayPal account inside of this overview. Once connected, you will be able to use these two payment gateways inside of any of your chatbots. Inside of this workspace, you can also connect towards Cloudinary. You will be able to connect towards your Shopify store for the Facebook business management. You can connect your Facebook business, and this allows you to import your catalog in order to sync the products that you have stored there. These can be used inside of the WhatsApp channel to provide a really smooth WhatsApp shopping experience. You can also connect towards your Calendly account. Same goes with a Slack webhook if you use Dialogflow. You want to use Dialogflow, you can connect here. Same goes with Google Sheets for the data store. We provide an integration with Database Cloud account. You can also set up your Twilio, Signal, Wire, and Message Media accounts from these options. You can also connect towards your own business email. By SMTP, just press the new SMTP profile, and from here you will be able to connect to any of your SMTP servers. If you prefer to connect towards your Gmail, it's just a simple press signing with Google to connect towards your Gmail account. If you use SendGrid, you can connect to Send. If you use SendGrid, you can connect towards that account instead. Same goes with MailChimp. Then we have a few live chat platform integrations like Intercom, FreshJet, Front G4 Chat, Chatwood, and Drift. You can also connect through Zapier and Make, as well as Pabbly and Integrately. These will allow you to connect basically to hundreds, if not thousands, of different kinds of third-party platforms. Video SDK will allow you to set up meetings really quickly. The mini app section, you will be able to go to the mini app store and basically install any of your preferred mini apps. These can be free mini apps, but also paid mini apps, as you can see OpenAI image generation. For example, you can install them to your own liking and then connect them and install and then use them inside of any of your chatbots. The e-commerce section allows you to set up your own shopping experience directly inside of your chatbot to be used in any of your available channels. You can install this, you can just add products really, really easily, just entering the title, the description, the image, the pricing. You can also compare at the pricing. So to give a discount, you can also have inventory tracking, like adding a product retailer ID and SKU or a barcode. You can also enable track quantity. If you so need it, you can also add a variant, and with these variants, you have different options like sizes and colors. On the right-hand side, you will be able to switch your product availability on and off. You can also have notes for internal use, and then you will be able to set up your product type. Your vendor, if you have multiple vendors, you can assign tags towards products, and you can also add them towards collections manually. If we go towards the collections, inside the collections tab, you will be able to set up a collection of products, and you can assign multiple products towards this collection. Basically, this can be considered a bundle that you can offer towards your customers. You can either do the collection type manually. You can either choose between the manual collection type or automate it so soon as a product match the condition that you set up. So for example, it must have a certain type, then it will automatically be added towards this collection. You will also have available. You will also be able to create discount coupons, and once taking a look there, you will be able to enter a name, or you can just generate a random code. As you can see here, you can select between the types. So we have a percentage type, a fixed amount, or a free shipping type. We also have minimum requirements if you so need them. So for example, only a minimum purchase amount or amenity or a minimum quantity of items. You can also restrict the usage limits. So either limit the number of times this discount can be used in total or limit to one use per customer. And you can also set the active dates. Once people are going to shop inside of your chatbots, the shopping carts will be available here, EW, and you will see the complete display of each shopping cart. If the shopping carts have been paid, those shopping cart items will be transferred into an order where you can prepare the order if so needed. Inside the settings of the e-commerce section, you'll be able to set up your store details along with your shipping method, the opening hours, as well as the payment method standard and formats. If we go to the My Contents tab, you will be able to create your own media. You can select between Mini App version 1 and 2, whereas Mini App version 1 is purely JSON-based and Mini App 2 is a little bit more developer-friendly. Also for more inexperienced users, where you can basically create your own mini app through a flow-based system, like just creating your chatbot flows. The same goes with my bot template section. You can create a template from any of your available chatbots. You can either create a subflow template, which basically allows you to use that template on any channel if you so wish, or you can add towards your existing chatbots. Or you can also create a bot template, which basically will place the entire previous chatbot if you install this template. If we go take a look at the email templates, you will be able to set up really great visually looking email templates. Just enter a name and a subject, press create. From here, we are going to edit the template. The email template builder will be loaded. And from the right-hand side, you have total availability of all the blocks and customizations that you so wish, or you can select any of the sample templates from the top left corner. As you can see, those are really good looking and really easy going as well. You can just load more to see more options. And if you choose any of them, you can just press them and those will be loaded in for you within just seconds. You can just replace any of the content when you own. So you can just upload your own image, in this case, like your brand logo, and replace it with the placeholder. Same goes with all the available text. Of course, you can just press it and customize it towards your own liking. Once done, you can press apply, then save. And this email template will be available to you inside of every single chatbot flow. If we go towards the workspace settings, you will be able to see your workspace name. You will be able to update your workspace logo. So if you have a company logo, you can basically do so here. So if you have a company logo, you can just press the update photo and then upload your logo. You will have your workspace side available to you. You can change the name of your workspace and you can set your time zone to match your own time zone. For me, that will be UTC +2. You can also select your own flow team. And basically, soon as you create a chatbot, this flow team will be the standard. You can still change all the individual teams inside of each chatbot, but this will just give you a default flow team to start. In the member section, you will be able to invite new members towards this workspace by just entering the email and then selecting their role, either an admin, member, or just a live chat agent. Do note that currently, if you invite a member, they will see all the chatbots inside of this workspace. More permission-based member roles will roll out in the future, but for now, keep in mind that if you invite a member, they will be able to see all the available chatbot. Inside the channel section, you will be able to either hide the channel or show the channel. Showing the channel means that you will be able to show them in the left-hand menu options. Once you created your first chatbot, your contour similar overview, you will start inside of the flow section, where you will be able to manage all your different kinds of flows. You also are able to create folders. You can just create a folder by pressing the button Create Folder, and this way you can better structure your chatbots. So for example, if we have customer service flows, we can create a folder. Inside the folder, you are allowed to have one subfolder. So this should help you to better structure your chatbots that way as well. If we go back and want to create a new subflow, and a subflow is basically a conversation. You can just press the button on the top right corner, and now you will have a few options to choose from. You can either select the regular subflow, and the icon will depend on the channel that you chose. Then you will have a workflow, and a workflow can be considered as a back-end flow while the conversation with the user is continuing. And the function flow is a type of flow that allows you to prevent you needing to set up repetitive flows or repetitive blocks. Like asking for emails, let the user go through that flow, and then let the user continue the moment they left off from the previous flow as well. Once inside, let's create a quick flow. Once inside, you will always come to this starting block. From here, you can just left click and hold and release inside the empty canvas. Inside, you will have options like send message, questions, actions, conditions, split, send an email, and a go to. If we take a look at send message, you will have various options. If you go towards add item, the features that you might see here might differ from the channel that you are currently on, depending on what kind of restrictions or limitation that channel has. For Messenger, we have access to these items. If we go under rich media, you will also be able to go with an image block, an audio blog, video blog, file, or location. We can set up typing, and if we go with the typing option, we have two options here where we can either select typing or press the drop down, and we can set awaiting instead. You have a regular text message, a card message. You also have for each step. which is a little bit more advanced for this onboarding video. We have dynamic content, we have customer feedback, we have a notification message where you can basically request for an opt-in notification. You will also have access towards the e-commerce. So if you want to show products or the shopping cart, you can easily do so with these options. If we take a look at the question block, you will be able to select any of the available items. So currently we have text, number, email, URL, phone, date, time, a choice, location, or a rich media file. Depending on your choice, you will be able to save the response of this user towards a custom field of your own choosing. And if you do not have a custom field yet, you can create them right on the spot. For example, if I want to have a custom field called demo, I can just create it and then press below, and I can choose between these 3 types of fields: a text, a number, or a Boolean. If you require a different type, you will be able to go towards the Contents tab. And from here, you will be able to select a new user field and select any of the available types here. If you go back towards the flow itself, you will be able to again save the response to a custom field of your own choosing. You'll also be able to add a skip button. If you want the user to be able to skip this question, you can also set a no input section. You can let the user input expire in either hours, seconds, or minutes. And you can also send a follow-up message or do any of the other features. If we take a look at the action block, there are a lot of options to choose from. If we take a look at basic actions, we can add and remove tags, set or clear custom variables. We can also clear all the custom variables of this user. We can do JSON operations, subscribe or unsubscribe from sequences. Same goes with subscription to a chatbot or unsubscribe. Set an email or SMS opt-in, opt-out, mark conversations as open, pending, spam, or done. Talk to a human and pass the chatbot. Assign to an agent, add notes to teammates, or delete the bot user entirely. You can also do advanced actions like external request, which basically is an API call that you can do towards an external third-party platform. With the smart delay, you will be able to set a delay type in duration, specified date and time, dynamic date and time in either seconds, minutes, or hours, and also set the continued time limit for days and time intervals. If we take another look, you will also have access towards a JavaScript function where you can build complete JavaScripts directly inside of our Smart Chat Bot. You can send as a message. You can also set the language to another preset. You can set the persona of a chatbot. You can set a different user menu, update the user profile, and trigger a certain workflow. Under the Integrations tab, you will be able to connect to any of the integrations that you set up. If we go with the notifications, you will be able to send admin notifications by email, Slack, SEMS, make a phone call, WhatsApp notification, and Telegram notification, or just a live chat, live agent notification. Under the e-commerce settings, you will have various options to choose from. Under the Conditions tab, you will be able to set logics inside of your chatbot. So for example, a logic could be that if a subscriber has a specific tag, you can continue a different path than when a subscriber does not have this tag. You can set up multiple condition groups inside of one condition block. If we take a look at the split module, this is a fantastic way to either randomize answers or use split testing. You can just add variants by just pressing them, and you just have to make sure that you always set the total percentage to 100. You can also send emails directly inside of any kind of chatbot flow by just connecting your SMTP or Gmail profiles. You will then be able to select from them, and from here, you will be able to add the send to email. You can either select one of the email templates or just write your own email directly inside of this email block. Lastly, inside the flow builder, we have the go-to block where you will be able to send users to an existing step inside of this flow or you can send them to any of the other subflows that you already created, or create a new flow directly on the spot. Once you're done with building your chatbot flow, don't forget to press the publish button to make this flow live towards the end user. On the left-hand side, you will also have the analytics section for the specific chatbots. As you can see, a little bit of testing has been done on this account. You will see the total number of users. You can also see the active users or the new users. You can also download these graphics by PNG or CSV file, and you will have quite a good indication of how this chatbot is performing. You also have access towards the live chat module, and from here you can just select any of these available bot users and interact with them. See the information on the left-hand side. You will also be able to set the individual inboxes. So if you are already in talks with a specific customer, you can set them towards pending. You can also filter on the type of inbox. So if we go towards pending, you will only see my profile, and from here, you will have access to different kinds of sections that you can edit. So if you capture their email or the phone number, you can easily edit them in right away, and those will be saved towards the system fields. You can also assign tags. If you have any tags available, you can just choose from the tags and you can just add them. You can also see which subscribe sequences they are on, and you can also view all of their custom user fields and edit them if necessary. If we go towards the bot users overview, you will see a good overview of what the status of your current bot users are. And if we take a look further down and by just pressing a bot user, you will have a better overview of them specifically. You can also download the user data or delete the user entirely if you need to comply with GDP. Under the automations tabs, you will be able to set up keywords, and keywords allow you to trigger certain flows. As you can see here, we have a keyword for menu start, restart, and you can also set up the hot word. And the hot word means that even if the user is inside of a user input, this hot word will take priority and send them to the correct flow when typed in. If we go towards the next step, you will see the sequences where you can set up new sequences, give it a name. You can add messages. So for example, if you want to add someone immediately towards this sequence and want to send the first response directly, you can just choose a subflow. You can then add a new message and select from either minutes, hours, or days. You can also select any time or send between. You can set up the content type, and you will also be able to set the notification type. Basically, a sequence could also be considered broadcast, but then automated. If you go towards triggers, you can set up different kinds of triggers, like when a user first enters a chatbot. You can then also add filters if you need them, conditions. You can enable or disable this trigger, save them, and from here, select a subflow. Triggers are a fantastic way to automate certain processes inside of your chatbot. In case of a new user, you might want to export them directly towards your CRM or a Google Sheet, for example. Then inside of Instagram, as well as Messenger, you will be able to set up common keywords when certain users type in a certain keyword on the post. You will be able to respond towards that user and then also send them a certain flow. On the left-hand side, you will also see that you will be able to reply to new users. Existing users reply only once, like the user's comment. Hide or delete the user's comment, reply to replies to comments, and track if a user tags other users. If we go under the Contents tab, you will be able to set up your own custom user fields. Just press the top right button, select your field name. You can give it a description, and if you want to add it towards a folder, you can do so as well. Just select your type, either text, number Boolean, date, date time, or JSON, and press save. And those custom user fields will end up in the overview. Same goes with both fields. The difference between both fields and user fields is user fields are specific towards that specific user. whereas the values inside of both fields are for all users combined. If we go towards tags, you can manage your tags directly from here. You can add a new tag by just giving it the name and then press add, and it will end up in your tags overview. You will have a notifications topics where you will be able to set up a new notification, and on Messenger, you will be able to go with once daily. Then you will have different kinds of personas that you can set up. Do note that if you have a business inside of Europe, those personas might not work. On the section menus, you will be able to set up individual menus. So, for example, if a user purchased a certain product or service, you might want to set up a custom menu for that user to easily access those purchase features inside of Messenger. You can also set up customer feedback topics to basically ask for reviews or feedback directly inside the chatbot instead of sending them external platform. If you go towards the tool section, you will go towards the error logs. The error logs will state specific errors and will help you troubleshoot those errors. You can set up testers and admins. You can invite any of the bot users to be a tester or admin, and these will get certain permission under the widgets. You will be able to set up these widgets, a QR code, and a Facebook customer chat. In this case, because we are on the Messenger channel, you can also set up multiple languages. So if you want to set up a new language, you can do so as well. If we go towards the shortcuts section, you will be able to add new shortcuts. These will help you inside of a live chat conversation instead of needing to type the answer every single time. You can create a new shortcut. Basically, this will be a canned response inside of your live chat window. If you go towards Facebook ads, you can add a new Facebook ads payload. You can give it a name, for example, the campaign of your Facebook. From here, you will be able to have the Facebook ads payload, which you can then use inside your Facebook ads campaign, and you can connect that towards a certain subflow. You will also have analytics, where you can see the total number of clicks in the unique bot users and the new bot users for this specific Facebook ad. You can also edit this by adding different kinds of payloads, which is a little bit more advanced for this onboarding video, and you can also change the name if needed. If you do not want to use it anymore, or if you want to delete it entirely, you can just press the delete button. We also have a powerful feature called inbound webhooks. If you use this, you can give it a name, then we can save this. We can use this to receive data from any external platform that allows exporting of data to import it directly inside of UChat. We have complete tutorials on this overview. For the broadcast section, you will be able to broadcast to all of your chatbot users or segments. So if we go with a new podcast, you can give it a name. You can also add different kinds of conditions to properly match the uses you want to target. You can choose your subflow. You can also show the purpose of the message. Then you can also select either to send the campaign right away or schedule for later, and you can also see how users will be notified. Last but not least, you will also have chatbot settings. Inside the chatbot settings under the Generals tab, you will be able to set the user's limit. This is, by the way, only possible through the owner of the chatbot. The bot uses auto cleanup. Will also allow you to auto clean up inactive users, and you can also override the main flow. With the main flow is basically the starting flow, but if you want to choose a different starting flow, you can choose your sub under the Facebook section. Under the Messenger Chatbot section, you also have a Facebook tab. And from here, you can set up your greeting tags, your chatbot widget customization. You will also be able to authorize the websites and or set up icebreakers. On the live chat section, you will be able to select your live chat integration. You can select none or the mobile app chat with Drift, Fresh Chat Front, Intercom, G4 Chat, or Slack. If you select any of these and the live chat will be enabled for that specific user, basically the conversation will be handed over towards the selected platform. You can also override the default 90 minutes for the live chat auto pass. You can change this to any number of minutes that you'd like to. So let's say if we want to double this, we can just go with 180 minutes. Let's press save to save these changes. Last but not least, you can also set up your live chat SM sender and email profiles. So if you set up these sections inside of your integrations, overview from the main dashboard, you'll be able to select any of your SMS or phone numbers, as well as your email profiles. And with this, we come to the end of the onboarding video. We are really excited to have you on board and welcome you inside the Smart Chatbot family. Be sure to join our Facebook community group and also to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get notified when more educational videos go live.